This is probably commanding a lot of your attention, and understandably so. Okay, context. Yes, guys, what is going on, my friends? I hope you're all doing well today. No, I have not made a super fast recovery from my gallbladder removal surgery, but I made this last week because for the first week of the recovery, I'm not going to be doing any filming. I've been told to rest up by the surgeon, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Question number 2 you probably have is, Adam, why are you wearing a do-rag and why do you look like a rapper from the 90s? Well, this do-rag and the hat obviously is going to be very, very prominent in this video, and I'll explain why in a bit. But first, a message from today's sponsor. Today's sponsor, guys, is Livivid. You can find them at livividhair.com. You can get a 15% discount code on any stock hair system or accessories that I've negotiated with them just for you guys. It's Adam15. All the information is in the description box below this video. If you want high quality hair systems with good shipping times and top customer service, consider Livivid. So thanks for watching that, guys. Having a sponsor helps me keep making free content for you guys. So I appreciate your time so far, and I appreciate you guys so far. If you're new around here, please do like and subscribe to this channel. There's plenty of free advice and tips and tutorials. I'm well on the way to 250 videos. So there's a big library there for you guys to look at. Now, this is probably commanding a lot of your attention, and understandably so. Okay, context. New hair system under here, so it's an ultra thin skin. It's a Livivid see-through. It's not a Livivid see-through. It's a Louis see-through from Livivid. It's going to be in the description box below. But basically, many of you will probably have noticed that when you get a new system cut in, it can be quite fluffy, it can be quite big, and it doesn't really blend with your natural hair on the sides. Well, after a lot of trial and error, I've come up with a solution. It's easy, it's cheap, and it doesn't take a long time. Now, this seems to be more of a problem with ultra thin skins than any other system. I don't know why that is. I will try and find out, but I like the ultra thin skins because they're super comfortable. I'm actually alternating it with the silk system at the moment. But yeah, when I put it on, in the early days, it's quite fluffy, or floofy as some people call it. So how do we get around this? Well, it's quite simple, really. If you do it at night, if you put your system on at night, or you're doing a rebond, then just put a do-rag on in the evening and it will flatten everything out by the time you wake up the next morning. If, like me today, you've done it in the morning, you'll need a faster, snappier solution. So what I always do, and this literally takes, it takes less than half an hour start to finish in terms of how long you have to have this thing on for it to have the desired effect. So basically what I do is, I'm actually going to show you how I do this, because it's always more helpful to have a tutorial on these things rather than just talking about it. So actually it looks quite flat now, which is fantastic. I should have taken a photo of it before. It was really big. It was really big. And I remember in my early days, I used to get this and I was like, what do I do? What do I do? And my stylist always used to say, don't worry, it flattens out over time. And I'm like, but I don't have time. So this is a really, really good solution that's much quicker and much more long lasting. So as you can see, as I said, it's much flatter now. Make sure that it's kind of difficult. You don't want to sweat too much. I mean, you can probably sweat a little bit, but you don't want it to get too hot under there. So you'd ideally want to be in a fairly cool place or near a fan, okay? If it's summer, if it's winter, it's not really an issue. But what you want to do, and this is a quick way, I never thought in my life that I'd need to know how to wrap a do-rag, but here we are, thanks Hair Systems. So you'll see it almost looks like a hood. With sort of like two laces hanging down. So at the front of the hood, you want to make sure that you get that on the front of your head, right there. So you want the middle line to be basically in the middle of your scalp, like that. And then with the two laces at the back, you pull those back together, and then you wrap them around the back of your head. So you wrap it around like that. So you want to have these two bits at the front, like so. And then you wrap it again. So once they're out here, you wrap it again. Okay? Just like that, nice and easy. And then, at the back, you just do a double knot. So like that. Really easy. Took less than a minute. The great thing, and the reason this works, is because these laces around the front, they actually are working to compress the front of the hair system to ensure that the bond is strong at the front and also at the back. So you can see the laces go around the back, and that pushes the back of your hair system into your natural hair, so it flattens both so it looks like they're one. It's a really, really good way to do it. This alone works pretty well. However, I like to wear a hat as well, just on top, because it gives you, don't obviously wear it too tight to the point that you feel your brain is suffocating, but just have it on, and it adds another layer of pressure to the edges of the hair system, so it blends more naturally with your bio hair or your natural hair. Also, another thing is, like, when I'm downstairs and there's a living room there and there's people who sort of walk past, it would look a bit odd if they looked in through my window and I'm drawing a Durag. People might just think I'm some sort of wannabe gangster, and that's not totally wrong, but yeah, always hat on top of Durag, which is why I had actually a postman come around the other day, a couple of weeks ago rather, and I was like, oh no, I've just got a Durag on, so I put the hat on and answered the door, and he was just like, yeah, how you doing? Had a bit of a chat with him, took my post in. Lovely stuff. So this is the one fix that everyone should know about with a hair system. The one fix that will save you so much time, completely get rid of the fluffiness with an early system without having to wait a number of weeks. And you can do it at home, and it's super cheap. A Durag is £5, about $7.50, and then a normal baseball cap is optional. If you want one, it's like a fiver, a tenner. Most people have one anyway. Now, guys, is this a solution that you've used? Is this something you've come across yourself? Or do you just wait for it to sort of flatten out over time? Have you found this information useful? Let me know. Do you think you might actually use this intervention in future to massively reduce the amount of time that you're dealing with fluffiness with a new system? Let me know in the comments box below. I always love to hear your guys, or I always love to read your guys' comments. You guys are like friends to me now, and I kind of feel like you're part of my extended family because I engage with you guys so much, and we're all on a journey together, and it's an exciting journey. It's challenging at times, but it's blimming awesome too. Guys, till next time, bye for now.